if you're new here, my name is DreamWhisperGaming, and in this episode of Tiny Glade, we are going to be building the circular garden village. Alright, so to start, I'm going to be getting rid of everything. Okay, so let's say goodbye to the flow we're gonna be getting. Alright, let's just, oopsie. Okay. No. Okay, right, so let's just get rid of all the trees. Say goodbye to the trees. There we go. We can add some more trees later on if need be. Okay, I think that's pretty good. Then over here, we're going to get rid of the water. There we go. Okay, and then bring everything down. Whoops. Okay, right, and let's just get rid of this tiny little step over here. There we go. And that. Oopsie, we missed something. There we go. Okay, so let's start with creating the circular land that will be around water. Okay, here we go. So we have our water. No, sorry. We have our land. See. Okay, so first we're gonna make circular. Okay, no. It's a bit bigger. Okay. Right. Am I happy about that? Yes. I honestly think it needs to be bigger. There we go. Oh, that's much better. I'm super duper. Happy with that. Oops. Okay, we gotta do the rest. I don't know why it does that. Like, I don't know why it just doesn't continue. I don't know what happened there. Hopefully we can get this in. Okay, there we go. Okay, nice. I don't know what's happening here. Okay, I want it to be around the same. Okay, so go up. Okay, that's relatively okay. Bring this down a little bit. Bring this down a bit as well. Okay, so we do have to get the other parts as well. Sorry, I am kind of still new to this. So okay, right. Okay, that should be fine. Okay. Right now. Okay, so you can't change the shape. Okay, I think that's okay. Like, I know it's not perfectly circular, but we shall take that. Next, what I want to do is I want to draw a nice circle. Let's have a look. Roundish circle. Okay. So I don't want it to be completely on the edge because I want to show you what we're going to do. Okay, so we're going to move this out a bit. Going to make it more circular. As circular as we can get it. So, okay, I think that's a bit better. Let's go around the edges. Okay, this needs to be sorted. Okay, there we go. Okay, I'm happy with that. We can just extend that. Yes, we can just extend that. Okay, this is not very good. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Sorry. Okay. Okay, that's a bit better, I think. Yes, I don't like how this is like this. Let's make this a bit larger. Whoopsie. There we go. Okay, so now we can make this a bit better. Okay. Alright, that's looking better. Yeah. Okay, let's just straighten it a bit. Bring this out. Oh my goodness, okay. Okay, I think that's cool. Alright, I think I'm pretty happy with that. Let's just fix this. Okay, I think that's fine. Okay, then another cool trick that I learned is you can make it straight like that, which I actually love that. It would be cool if we could do like another wall, but it's okay. Next, what I'm gonna do is, okay, so I'm gonna wait. It's first, no. We're gonna get rid of that there. There we go. So there's a nice little way to get out, and we'll fix that. Okay, here we go. Okay. Oops. Okay, so I'm happy with that length. Yes. Bring it all the way to the floor. Very important. I'm gonna bring that down like this, like so. And then we'll bring it in a bit. We don't want it to be too large. Okay. Then we grab another one. Okay. Oops. Okay. And then we bring it down, but okay, there we go. Right, now we make this, bring it all the way down, and we're gonna bring it here. There we go. Okay, a little bit higher, like that, like so. Okay, but we'll just make it smaller. There we go. Okay. Nice. Very good. Okay, I don't want it too high. Bring it down a little bit. Okay, and then We'll make it a little bit smaller. Okay, right. And we'll bring it up a little bit. Let's see what it looks like. Yes, there we go. Okay, that looks pretty good. And then we'll make it very low like that. But if we can bring it down a little bit, like there, I think that looks pretty good. Okay, yes. Right, now we're going to do another one here as well. I'm going to try and see if I can get the same. I wish we could, that's one thing I wish we could do. Like, I wish we could duplicate. That would be very cool if we could just duplicate, you know? Okay, I think it needs to be a bit smaller. There we go. Maybe that's fine. Okay, maybe it needs to be moved a little bit. There we go. Okay, then same as last time. Just take it and make it smaller. Bring it up, down. There we go. That's nice. Make it as small as we can. Let's have a look. I think that looks pretty good, pretty good, pretty good. Yes. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Although this is not the same height, so there we go. And let's bring this up a bit. There we go. I think that's a bit better. That's like the same height, I would say. This, maybe we can move it a bit. Okay. Maybe make it bring it out a little bit. Let's see. Okay, that's cool. It's not sticking out. Oh, it is sticking out. We can't have that now, can we? There we go. That's good, that's good. Okay, so that is what it looks like when you get in. And then what we're going to do is, after every few, so we're going to we'll add 2. That's what we'll do. So we'll add 2 that are just normal ones. Maybe even, yeah, there we go, to the ground. And we'll just add normal ones. This one is a bit thick. Make it a bit thinner, like this, like so. Yeah, I like that. And then bring it in a bit. There we go. Nice. Okay, then we're gonna add another one. Okay, so there we go. Just gonna move it a bit. Nice. Oops, bring it down. Bring this down. And make it smaller. They're not all gonna be the same, but I will try my best to make them the same. I think that's pretty good. And there we go. Okay, I think that's good. Just move it in a little bit. Okay. It's a bit higher. Let's bring this down a bit. There we go. Okay, nice. Then I think we just continue with that all the way around, actually. Yes, I think so. So we'll just keep adding a few. So we just oops, bring them down, bring that down. There we go. I just want to make sure that I'm getting some good spacing. Bring it like here. There we go. Here we go. That looks quite nice. Fantastic. I think it also looks the same width as well. Maybe it's a bit smaller. There we go. Nice. Okay, right. Fantastic. I think that's good. Actually, no. We need to bring this in. There we go. A bit better, yes. Okay. On to the next one. There we go. Gonna bring this down to the floor. There we go. Just make sure that it's in the middle. And we're gonna bring this in a bit. There we go. And make this a bit shorter, shall we? I think that's good. Okay, how are we finding these distances? I think they're quite good. Okay, right, let's do unwind. I'm getting the hang of this quite nicely. There we go. Nice. We should be done very soon. Okay, I think it needs to move. There we go. Okay, it's still a bit high. Okay, there we go. Nice. And if we feel like they're a bit too big still, we can always go back and change them, which is very cool. Okay, I'm gonna go in, make it a bit smaller, and then also make this height a bit lower as well. So they are all similar-ish. There we go, that's good. Okay, that's looking quite nice. I'm liking it. Okay, another one. Let's put it here. There we go. We're nearly done. Okay, right. We're gonna go down. This down. Make that a bit smaller. Yes, I think that's pretty good. And bring the height down a bit. Fantastic. Look at that. Nice. Very good. Okay, right, only a few more. Only a few more. There we go. Okay, nice. And then make this a bit shorter. There we go. Okay, I think maybe 2 more. Okay, let's do the one that's gonna go like here. Okay, that might be a bit too close, but we shall see. Okay, and then bring this down. So bring it. There we go. That might be a bit too big still. There we go. Okay, I'm thinking that might be a bit too close. Okay, that's good. Is that good? No, it needs to come in closer. Like maybe there. I think that's better. Okay. Fantastic. Alright, and then we can put one more right in the middle. Like there. I'm just gonna move it. Move it a tiny bit. There we go. Down. Yes. Okay, bring that down a bit. Fantastic. Yes. And in. And I think that still is a little bit big. Okay, I think that's cool. They're all all different shapes. I can see that. Like this is still very big. And this one's also still very big. So I mean, they're okay, I guess. Alright, fantastic. I'm really happy with that. I know that it's not perfect. Yes, but we've got the main idea, which is the most important thing, right? Okay. Next, what I want to do is I just want to change the color. I'm thinking of going a nice green color. I think that's a good idea. And then what I want to do is, so I'm going to go with green and purple. They don't really have colors for this. Okay, so I'm going to go with pink for some of them. Or like a purple maybe. There's no real purple, so we'll go with this color. Okay, that's fine. And we'll do every second one we will do. Is that the same? No, it's not. Okay, so we need to make it more pink like that. Okay, that's gonna be pink. There we go. Okay, we're gonna skip that one. We're gonna make this pink. The top pink as well. Skip that one. And then we make this pink. The top pink as well. We skip that one. Okay. So you can also make this pink with this top. There's no like pink color. Okay, we'll just have to do that. Then I want to see. Okay, so we can make it green. Okay, so that's what we'll do. So every alternating one. We'll do. Okay, so we'll do green. Every alternating one. So is that green? Let me just make sure. Let me move this. Okay, that's fine. Over here, we're gonna go green. Nice. I like this. Green and green. Can't really change the top. Okay, right, that looks super, super, super cute. Okay, then around is going to be water. Okay, so we're just gonna have water around this island. There we go. Okay, that is quite close. Okay, we'll leave it like that. We don't want to get too close because we do want a bit of an edge. Yes, so I actually want to build a little bit there. Yes, and then, oh no, sorry. Okay, so now that there's a little bit of an edge, then we can add water and see what we want to do. See? Okay, next. Whoopsie. Okay, now let's make this water a little bit smaller so we can get this. There we go. That's so much better. Okay, this is coming along so nicely. Okay, right. Now, just gonna make sure that there's lots of extra space. Whoops. I would rather do that. space. There we go. And then you can use the water. You can use the water to help make your decision. There we go. I think that looks pretty good. Okay, we're done. Nice. Okay, let's bring this in a bit. Nice. Okay, cool. I think that looks good. And then you get to this main part over here, which we will sort out later. Okay, now let's get into the main area. Okay, so in the middle is going to be maybe like some place that they go to or meet up or something. Okay, I'm going to make it a little bit bigger. Yes, we'll make it a little bit bigger. Make it a little bit taller as well. Okay, I want to make sure that that's in the middle. Kind of. Okay. Fantastic. Alright, then what I want to do is I'm going to make another one. Bring this down. Okay. Bring this down as well. Okay, and just make it bigger. Okay, can we make it any bigger? Oh, that's how big we can make it. Okay, that's okay. This a little bit smaller, and we'll put that right in the middle. There we go. Okay, then what I want to do is I want to make another one. Make it bigger, bring this down. Okay. Oh, yes. So I want to change this. Whoopsie. So it's flat. Then with this, also the same. Flat. Okay, right. I'm going to take this. Let's pull it up a bit. Sorry. Bring it up a little bit higher. Okay, I want to make it smaller. Yes, there we go. Okay, now bring that down a little bit, like that. There we go. Okay, let's make it a little bit taller, so we can have some stairs. There we go. And then make this also come up a little bit as well. There you go. Nice. Make this a little bit bigger. I think that's like right in the middle. If we need to, we can move it. Okay. Right, we're just gonna go around that. Okay, we're literally just gonna go around that. Okay. Right, then we're gonna have some stairs. There we go. That's not what I wanted. Okay, but pretend that's the one. Okay. No. Okay, actually no. Okay, let's Where are those stairs? Here we go. Okay, I wish we could make this bigger. That would be cool if we could make this a little bit bigger, but it's okay. It's okay. Alright, then around it we're gonna have some water as well. Yep, we're gonna have some water like that. Okay, now see what happens. See what happens when we do this. No, that's not what we want. No, I don't want that. Okay, there we go. That's fine, that's fine. Make this a little bit higher then. So make this a little bit higher. Okay. And then we make this a little bit higher as well. Like so, like so, like so. Then we will add some of this around as well. There we go, there we go. Okay, we need to fix this up because it's not looking great. So move it. There we go, that looks a little bit better. Okay. Right, that looks a little bit better. Okay, and this, I don't like this at all. Oops. Okay, good. I don't know what happened here. Okay, that's a bit better. Okay, now we're gonna take it and bring it down like that. There we go. Okay, then we're gonna go from here and we're gonna go across. Oops. Okay, so we're gonna have to get rid of. Let's bring this. There we go. So there's a little bit of space. There we go. That's nice. Fantastic. Okay, let's make this a little bit higher. So we're gonna go up like this. There we go. I think that's coming along nicely. Okay. Right, then we're gonna add stairs as well. So let's bring this up a bit. There we go. We're gonna add some stairs too. Nope. No. Okay. Now we're gonna move. Oopsie. Okay, so we're gonna move the stairs so that they connect like that. There we go. Bring it across. Nice. Very good, very good. Okay. We're gonna add so this doesn't look weird. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Why does it do that? I don't know why. Okay, we can make it twirly as well. So we can't see, we can't make that any bigger unless we make this a little bit smaller. And then we tried to move this, but it's tough because, there we go, we can do that. But I don't think that's going to work just going to... Whoopsie. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of these stairs. There we go. Maybe make this a little bit higher, like so. And then also make this a little bit higher as well, like this, like so. And then we can take, we can then maybe, oh, that's very cute. You can actually use a ladder to get up. That's very interesting. I do like that a lot. So what I'm going to do... Okay. Sometimes it's hard to get this ladder in place. Or we just use the stairs. It's fine. We'll just use stairs. Okay. There we go. Okay, I'm happy with that. Let's make this a bit wider as well, so that people can actually walk here. There we go. These stairs are a bit steep. They're actually quite steep, but it's okay. And then we're going to just remove a little bit of that, and on the side as well, like this. Okay, very nice, very nice. Alright, now let's get started on what this is going to look like. Right, I want to have a nice... should we have a round door? I think we should. And then we're just going to make this a nice big door, like so. Like this. I think this needs to maybe come out a bit. No? There you go. Okay, so there we go. We've got the doors looking so good, so good, so good. Okay, then we can add in the mirrors. I want to add a, sorry, not window, sorry, not mirrors. I'm adding in the windows. Okay, right. I just want to, yes, okay. I do like that a lot, a lot, a lot. Okay, and then I just want to, okay, I'm happy with how that's looking so far. And then we'll start adding in. We'll start adding in some more windows. There we go. I will add one. There we go. Just keep adding. Just keep adding windows. Okay, another double window. Bring this in a bit. Nice. Actually, I think maybe there should be 2 double windows. I think the double windows look nice with the 2. Okay, so let's make this a double window as well. Bring it down a little bit. Make them so that they are aligned, like so. There we go, that looks really nice. Okay, I think, let's bring that down a little bit. Okay, I think that looks cool. Okay, maybe bring this in a little bit. Bring it a little bit lower. There we go. And then we'll do another one. Bring this a little bit lower again. And we'll have another window here. There we go. Bring this in a little bit closer. Fantastic. Okay, and we can do one more, which we'll put right in the middle between these 2. And then at the bottom. Like so. Okay, there we go. Okay, so that is this house here. Oh yes, I wanted to check this. I wanted to make sure that this, don't want it too curved. Maybe like that. Okay. That actually looks quite nice. Okay, let's change the color here. What color should we go for? Let's just keep it green. Let's keep it green, but I want to change the top. Maybe to... Okay, we'll keep it the same. Then I also want to add ways that you can get through. So no, actually, that's okay. That's okay for now. Okay, and we can add, like, I don't know if you can add a fence. Let's see. Okay, well, not at all actually. And if we add one of these, not at all. Okay, that's okay. Alright, let's add some little lily pads. Very, very sweet. Okay. Then what else I want to do, which is also very important, is the lights. Okay. So I'm going to add these little lanterns. Okay. Every section. Because I want it to be well lit. I do love when it's whoopsie. You know what I didn't do? I need to make sure that it's all well lit. Very important. Very, very important. There we go. Nice. Okay, and then we can add some lights up the top as well. Just add them right at the top. There we go. Nice. That looks awesome. Awesome. So now, oh, this is also really cool. You can add this around too. Okay, so let's take that away. I like this, that you can change what it looks like on the outside, which is really cool. So let's, whoopsie. I like that a lot. And, oh, whoopsie, I changed it. Oh my goodness. Okay, I need to concentrate here. Okay, there we go. Oh my word, stop. There we go. Fantastic. And here as well. Great stuff. Okay, right. I think that's very, very, very cute. And then we're going to create a path. So I think we'll use this one. I think so. Oops. And we'll try and make it as accurate as possible. Okay, so I'm going to go right around. Whoa. I don't know why I do that. Try and go right around. There we go. Okay. Nice. There we go. Okay, I think that looks good. I think that looks quite good. Bits. There we go. And around here. There we go. Wonder if we can we change the color? No, we cannot. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so I think that looks good. And then we will do the same thing here. Make the path very big. But I want to try something. Okay, there we go. Okay, so I want to try something. Okay, so now with the eraser, I don't know if this is going to work, but we'll try. I'm going to erase parts of it, like so. Like this. I don't know if that looks nice or if that looks cool. Okay, I think that looks good. There we go. Okay, so we've got our parts. I won't lie, this is bothering me a lot. I need to move this. Yes, I need to move that. I'm sorry, but that is doing my head in. I cannot have that. Then this, bring that across, and can get rid of this because, well, there we go. Okay, that's a bit better. Okay, yes, no, that's so much better, so much better, so much better. I wish we could add like something. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so that's like the main center piece. I'm quite happy with that. That looks very good, very good. I just want to test something. I just want to see something. Hold on a second. If I do this, hold on. Nice. Okay. Okay, you can't make this any smaller. Like you cannot make this any smaller. I just wanted to test putting a lamp, but you can't make it any smaller unless, let's try this. Okay, maybe that could work. And then you bring this down. Ooh. Okay. Could try that. And then you add a little lamp on the top, like so. That could be a fun little design, actually. That could actually be a fun little design. Oopsie. Okay. Oopsie daisy. Alright, let's move that. Okay, there we go. Okay, so let's add those along here. I think that's cool. I don't know if you've noticed, but everything is quite circular. Bring that down. Okay, all the way down. Or maybe like there. Thank you. Okay, that's fine. Okay, then we will add the lights afterwards. Okay, we'll add the lights afterwards. Okay. Make it very small. Bring it down. Yes. taller and then bring it in. There we go. Fantastic, look at that. That looks great. And we'll do another one. Bring this all the way down. Nice. Make this as small as possible. Possible. Okay. Right. There we go. Why has it done this now? Okay. I don't know why it's done this. Probably because it's right on the edge, maybe. I don't like that. I really don't like that. There's nothing else really to do unless we just leave it like that. But then we have those stairs, which is not good. Okay, I'm gonna elevate it a little bit. There we go, elevate it. Okay, and then last one. Hopefully this one is a little bit better. Okay, we're gonna bring this down. Nice. And let's bring that down. Okay, bring that all the way to the floor. And bring this across. Okay, but we need to elevate this a little bit. There we go. Fantastic. Make it a little bit higher, make this a little lower. I don't know why I'm struggling with this. I don't know why I'm struggling with this. This is very annoying. Okay, well, this is what we're going to do, and we'll bring it down a little bit. I don't want the stairs. Okay, there we go. Alright, fantastic. Now, let's add the lamps. In the middle of them, like so. Boom. And boom. There we go. Let's see what it looks like at night, shall we? Nighttime. Why are the lights not on? There we go. Okay, I think that looks quite nice. And then I think we should add some lights all around as well. Like this. Yes. Nice. Okay, yes, that looks cool. And then we can add one over here. I love when there's like a good lighting. Those are the best. Those are the best of the best of the best. Okay, we're gonna do another one over here. And we'll turn it there. Nice. And we'll have one more light here. And we will turn. There we go. And then maybe one more here. Right at the back, right at the back. Over here. Okay, this I don't need. Let's get rid of that. Turn. There we go. it looks super, super, super cute. Okay, let's go back to the daytime, the daytime, the daytime. Okay, so my vision is to have a lot of round homes. So let's start with the one right here. Okay, I'm gonna make it a bit bigger, like so, like so, like so. Okay, we're going to wait. I'll make it a little bit like this. Okay, so this is going to be like a purple color. Because with this, you can't really, there's no purple color. And here there's no, although, I'll go with this color. It's the closest, it's the closest, it's the closest. And this will just be, what should we do with this? I think maybe just this color, I guess. I think that's fine. Okay, right. Next, I want to make this a little taller, maybe. There you go. Right, that looks good. That looks good. Okay, then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add a path right here, like so. But that door is very sad. Okay, make it a giant door. No, I don't like that. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna add in the doors. Okay. Clearly it doesn't like it to be. Okay, let's put it on the ground. Okay, we put it on the ground. Okay. This is too big. Let's bring this down a bit and bring this in a little bit. There we go. Okay. That is much better. Maybe make it a little bit bigger. There you go. And maybe bring this down a little bit. Okay, that's better. That's better. Okay, we're gonna make this nice and big. Nice big double door. Okay, and then we're just going to add windows all across, like so. You see? Like this. Adding windows like this. I think that's too close. There we go. And then one more right here. Nice. I think that's quite nice. Let's move this a little bit closer, like so. Move this a little bit. There we go. This a little bit. Nice. I love that. Then I want to add some plants around the house. Yes. There we go. Nice. Okay, there we go. We've got a nice little house going on here. I think this looks adorable, adorable, adorable. And then we're going to add our path. We're going to do the same path. Let's make it maybe a little bit smaller. Okay, there seems to be a rock in the way. That's okay. We will sort that out. We will sort that out. There we go. Nice. Very, very cool. Actually, it would have been cool if we could, like, yeah. prefer that, to be honest. Okay, so let's remove. Yeah. There we go. Okay, I think that looks good. Now let's remove this. I don't want that there. And then this we can just keep there. Okay, so this is our first little house. Okay, let's add some lighting. We have a little light over there and a little light here that we can turn. Oopsie. Okay, I'm going to get rid of that. We don't need that. And then I'm just going to add some little lights. Maybe you can't really see them because they're being covered, but they are there. Okay, let's see what it looks like at night. That's my favorite thing. I love to check it at night. Okay, that looks very cute actually. Okay, let's move this a little bit higher. Okay, that looks nice because it's reflecting. There you go. We'll bring it higher because it's reflecting the flowers, which looks quite nice. Oh, that looks awesome. That looks really cool. I love that. Okay, right, so that's one house done. Let's move on to the next house, which I'm actually quite excited to try. I've been experimenting a lot with this game, and it's been quite fun. Actually, it's been quite fun. Go a little bit lower. There we go. Okay, right. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna make it so that you have that, of course. Okay. And then I want to add on the top as well. See if we can do this. I don't know if this is going to work. Probably not. No. I wanted to try and see if I could maybe put a tree. I'm going to see if I could try and put a tree on top. But no, you cannot. Okay, well, that sucks. Oh well. Whoopsie. Okay, let's get rid of this. Okay, this is a little too big. Let's make this a little bit smaller. Like so. Okay, right. Let's add the door. Remember, we want big doors. Okay, and then our path leads from here and goes all the way. There we go. Fantastic. I like that a lot. Okay, and if we make this a bit taller. Okay. And we bring the path there. And we bring some stairs. There we go. Okay, nice. Okay, bring it. There we go. Alright, we've got some stairs. We made it a bit higher, which is really cool. There we go. Nice. And then we can do this. I hate that it does that. I don't like that it does that. Okay. We can just do this. There we go. That's cool. Okay, we're just going to move it once a little bit. Right there. There we go. This can be moved. I'll just put that there for now. Okay, and then we can do the same. Can we copy this? No, we cannot. Okay, so then we will go and do that on the other side as well, like so. And just bring that down. Bring this down. There we go. If we can bring this down. No, we cannot. Okay, that's okay. That's okay. Alright. Remove it. There we go. Nice. Okay, I think those are good. Move this up a little bit. There we go. And you know what? I think. Oh no, we can't. I wanted to put a lantern here, but you cannot. We'll put one here, and we'll put one here. But that's like outside. Okay. We have to move that. There we go. Just turn it. Nice. Like so. Like so. Okay, next we can start. We can start adding in the windows. Okay, we'll do 3 windows. 1, 2, 3. Bring it down a bit. I'm gonna make, whoopsie. I'm gonna make sure. There we go. Okay, and go again. 1, 2, 3. Nice. Move it across a bit. There we go. And then 1, 2, 3. Nice. Okay, and then maybe we can just have 1 and 2 over here. Like so. Oh no, let's make it 3. There we go. We're gonna make it 3. I quite like that. I think that looks quite cute. Quite cute, quite cute. Let's see. Let's try something at the top here. Okay, there we go. Fantastic. Nice. Okay, I don't know if this is going to work, but just trust me. Just trust me. Okay, so that's in the center. And you have everything else. Okay. I think we just go with that, shall we? I think we just go with the flow. Yeah, let's just go with that. Let's bring these up a little bit higher. There we go. Nice. Fantastic. Okay, I like that a lot. I like that a lot. I like that a lot. Okay, now with this one, we're gonna make it like a green color. Yeah. There we go. Okay, so that's your little, that's another little house, which I think is absolutely beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, then I'm going to do another little house. Make it big as well. Make it big as well. Okay, maybe make it a little lower. Okay, I think that's fine. Let's get it away from there. There we go. Let's change the color. We'll make it a red color. Red color, red color. Okay. And with this one, what I'm gonna do I'm just trying something. I don't know how this is gonna look, but let's see what happens if we add a door here. What happens? Can we add some stairs and go up like so? I mean, that is possible. And then we bring this all the way down like so. I don't like that. There's too much blocking. Okay, right, so we have this little house. Okay. Right, and then on the top, I want to add another little one. Okay, but we're gonna make it, and then we're gonna bring it in a little bit as well. Make it a little bit smaller like so. Okay, now on this, what I want to do is I want to see if I can add something really, really cool. So if I take this, right, let's see. If I can take this and put this right on top. Yes, I can. Okay, now let's see what else we can get, if we can add something cool. Otherwise, this was pretty pointless. Or maybe, oh, I have an idea. What if we do add this, but this can be just like a little garden area where people can come and relax. So we can add that there, and then we just add a whole bunch of plants and flowers. I think that could be quite cool actually. So we take, whoops. So we take this and we just duplicate it. I think that's such a cool idea. Okay, duplicate and duplicate. Whoops. There we go. And duplicates. Okay, now let's go here. We can change like what we want on there. Oh wait, I do want one of these, so we can maybe just have one of those there, and then we can duplicate this, and we can rotate it, or we can even add it here as well. That's quite a good idea actually. I like that. And we can add this. Maybe, whoops, can add this and rotate it. There we go. And put that there like so. And rotate it like so. There we go. I think that looks adorable. Okay, let's move this plant. There we go. Okay, also move this plant a bit. Fantastic. Okay, now let's change. Let's change these plants. Okay, there we go. Can also change this. Okay, can change that to a little sunflower. We can change that to one of these. And okay, so we just had that. We can maybe have this, and we can rotate it. There we go, in case they want to maybe have a braai or something like that. And then let's look. What else do they have? Could have a little pumpkin. There we go. And then the last one over here could be, let's see. Wait, what was this? Okay, so we'll just have a box full of this stuff. Okay, so that can be where they can just hang out and chill. And I'm going to change this color. They don't have like a green color. That would have been awesome. I think just make it pink for now. There we go. And then, yes, well, it needs to be pink anyway, so we will go with the color pink. And we will just leave it as is, like that. So that's its rooftop, rooftop, rooftop. And then we will add the lovely door that is gonna be big and double like this. There we go. Okay. Then we're gonna add our amazing path, which is gonna go all the way here. I think this home is super, super cute. Yes, I think that looks amazing. Also, what I want to do is I want to add like a fence. Maybe. Or maybe we do that with the next one. Okay, now let's add in the windows. The windows. I want to make this a little bit shorter. Like this. There we go. Nice. So that the windows are a bit closer. There we go. So actually I want that there. Yes, and I want to have some flowers. Like I want that to have flowers and flowers. Okay, let's move this along like so. Okay, and then we can add 2 windows there, and then the last 2 here. Very, very, very good. And then maybe if we want to, we can have a little area out here. No, can't do that. Okay, so maybe we can have a little area here. I want to move that out of the way. So we can have like a little fenced off area here. Nice. And it can go off here. There we go. Nice. This is the little garden, which is so cute. I absolutely love that. Okay, let's rotate. Nice. Let's see if we can... What other options they have for something like this? Oh, okay. I don't think they actually have anything. Alright, there we go. And then I just want to duplicate this. There we go. And I also want to duplicate this as well. We can duplicate it again and can rotate like so. Nice. It could be like just like a fun little garden, and maybe have tree. Nice. So you can have a little bit of privacy over here. There we go. So you have a little bit of privacy over there. You know? I think that this is awesome. Now we have to add some lights. Okay, so because this light is right here, we're going to have to move this a tiny bit like there. That's fine. Okay, rotate it a bit. I wish we could make this a bit smaller, but that's okay. Let's add at the top, shall we? So we're going to add a light there, light there, light there, a light there, and a light there. And then maybe 4 4 at the top. Okay, let's move this a little bit. There we go. And then I want to add one right at the top here. Here. And then over here. Nice. And while we are here, we're going to turn. So there's one there. Okay, right. Let's see what this looks like at night. Oh, wow. That looks amazing. That looks spectacular. That actually looks so sweet. We forgot to add some for here. Let's quickly add some. Let's quickly add some, shall we? I'm gonna add on top like so. There we go, like this. There we go. And then maybe at the bottom. Those look very cute. Yes. Okay, nice. I actually love this. I won't lie. This house over here looks amazing. I love it so much. Okay. Right, let's go to the next house, shall we? Let's go back. Okay, now the next round house is going to be on. Okay, it's very close. Let's move this house a little bit, shall we? And back a bit. It's quite close, but that's okay. Let's move it a little bit there. There we go. Okay. Bring this down a bit more. Okay, right. So also what I want to do, this house is going to be this house is going to be on like stairs. Okay, so we'll take this, we'll bring it up a bit. There we go. Nice. Fantastic. You see? Great. Alright, so okay, now we need to add another one. Okay, we'll just do this, make it a bit bigger. Take this down. Oops. Take that completely down. Bring this all the way down. Like so. Okay, but I want to make this lower. How do you make this even lower? There's no other way to make this lower. So there goes my plan. I can't make it any lower. Okay, that's okay, that's okay. What we will do is okay, bring it down like so. Okay. Bring it right here. That's nice. There we go. I'm honestly just going with the design and seeing how that goes. Bring it across like that. Nice. Okay. Then we can can bring the stairs down, but there we go. Oh, that is so cute. I love this. I'm keeping that. That's very, very, very cute. Okay, now this needs to go down a bit. Yes. There we go. Can add the path right there. Nice. The path is right there to the house. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Okay. I'm gonna add the door. Nice big door. These houses are way too high. Oh my goodness. We haven't had a very tall house, to be fair. Okay, there we go. Okay, there we go, because that then goes with the stairs. The stairs. Okay, so now we're just gonna add. Just gonna add a whole bunch of these and make sure that they are kind of the same. Okay, like it's kind of the same length away from each other. That makes sense. Oops. Okay. Alright, this is looking very good. Okay, very nice. Look at that. Okay, I want that also a little bit closer, like so. And have this a little bit further away. Okay, those are very close together. Okay, okay, I think those. Okay, I think those go well together. What do you think? What do you think? Okay, and then we'll just add some flowers along here. Lovely. There we go. Nice. And they've got a little bit of privacy over here. We can also, let's see. Oh gosh, what happened here? I have no idea what happened here. Okay. I have no idea what happened here. Cut. Okay, I don't know what happened here. Maybe, I don't know. Okay. Alright, that's pretty good. Okay, I'm gonna cut there, nice. There we go. Go all the way there, I'm gonna cut. I don't know if this is like how it works. So, but we are gonna try our best. Okay, it's the best that I can do. It's the best that I can do, if I'm being very honest. Okay. I don't know if there's like another method to this or what. It might be. I don't know. Okay, I'm determined to get this right. I'm very, very, very determined to get this right. Just might take a bit longer, but it's okay. And it might not be perfect, but there we go. Okay. This is using all of my brain power. I won't lie. spending time doing this, but anyway. Okay, not bad, not bad. Not too bad. Okay, right. Gonna do that. I will actually take this. This doesn't look too bad. Would I do this again? No. It's taking up way too much time. But I'm very, very happy with how this has turned out, might I say. The things I do for these people's happiness. Wow. Okay. Last one. Okay, cut it. Alright, nice. And I'm gonna bring it in. There we go. Okay, well, it was a bit makeshift, but there we go. Okay, so here are our little homes so far. They look amazing, I must say. Okay, let's go to the next one. We only have a few buildings. Left, so okay, bring this right down. Okay, and we will make it. Oops. There we go. Okay, nice. Then I'm going to put. Is that in the middle? It is in the middle, yes. Okay, make it a bit bigger, like so. And we're going to make it actually a bit smaller. There you go. Okay, I'm going to make it a bit taller. So there's going to be, there's going to be two, yes, there we go. So there's two stories. There we go. Nice. Okay, then I'm going to add some stairs. Okay, right. I won't lie, I'm learning a lot doing this. It's very interesting. Very, very interesting. Fantastic. Nice. Okay. Now, then we get to the section. And I wish there were more like door options. That would be very cool. I really do. Oh no. Okay, we can keep that. Let's just maybe bring this down a little bit. Nope. There we go. So you can access the doors. Okay, this might be a little bit too high. Okay, there we go. A bit better. I wish we could make these doors a bit bigger, but anyway. Alright, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start adding in the windows. So down here we're going to have a nice big window. And I want the flowers. I love the flowers. 2. Oh, no, actually, do you know what? I'm going to make another doorway so that you can go outside if you want to. There we go. Okay, let's bring this on close, like so. Bring this a little bit like so. Cool. Okay, we're going to add these 3 at the top, like this. With the flowers. just gonna add where in between, like the gaps. I want the one with color. Okay, that's a bit better. Okay, there we go. Nice. I just realized that I haven't added any lighting, which is not very good. So what I'm going to do is, because we have this here, I'm going to add this lighting on the floor. I think that could be cool. Yes, there we go. And then just add like lighting right here and here and here, like so. Okay, and then around the house we can just add some lighting, like so. Nice. Okay, we have over here, we can rotate, and then we can have one here that we can also, oops, we can also just rotate as well, like so. I think that looks really cute. Okay, let's complete this house. Let's complete this house, and then after that we can have a look and see. Alright, let's add some lights, shall we? We can also add lights. Wait, I like that there, so I'm going to add it underneath. Okay. Oh no, I like that there, so let me add it to the top because I want that there. Okay, we're gonna have to add it a little bit higher, like so. There we go. We can also add lights here as well. So it's very light. There's a lot of lights. Add one here and one here. There you go. Move that in a bit. Nice. Okay, then mustn't forget our little paths. Fantastic. Okay, look at this. This looks beautiful. I love it so much. Okay, I think we need a few more lights on this house. And then we should be good to go. Okay, let's move this. Yeah. Alright, let's see what it looks like at night, shall we? Here we go. Oops. There we go. I mean, wow, that looks really well lit. Like, that looks insanely well lit. Very happy with that. Okay, I think we have like 2 more houses left. And then we will be done with the houses. Yes. Okay, then now, actually, I'm gonna create a little area at the back here. This can be an area where they can come and hang and chill. You know? Yes, there we go. I've literally done it the wrong way around, but who cares? Okay, make it a bit bigger. There we go. Nice. Okay, so we need to move this over a little bit. Bring this in. There we go. We can make this bigger, like so. We can make it a bit, make it taller as well, like this. There we go. That looks really nice, actually. I like that a lot. Okay, we want it to actually stand out a bit, so I think when we move it, we should move it around. There we go, that's good. Okay, now, before I continue, we do need to change the color of this. This needs to be green, remember? This needs to be, oops, this needs to be green, okay? Okay, anyway. So, this is just a nice, fun little place for everyone to just come and relax, relax, relax. I'm gonna add, I think we should have like a little path. I think we should have like a little path around it. There we go. Nice. There we go. I think that looks great. And then we bring the path here. Fantastic. Nice. Okay. Right, so now in this place here, I want to. Okay, right. I need one of these at least. Okay. Alright. And then we can go, we can copy again, we can copy. Nice. Okay. We're going to turn this and move it. Or what we can actually do is we can have like a little, oh no, let's do this rather. So you can come here and chat if you want to. Yep, there we go. That looks cool. I love that. I love that. And then also maybe this can also be a place where you can maybe come and buy some things as well, maybe. That could be a very good idea. In case you might need anything. Oh, sorry, I was meant to duplicate that. Okay, we can also add that. Just gonna. There we go, that's what I was looking for actually. Nice. I'm just duplicating this. Very cool. Okay, I think that's good. Okay, maybe we can have it in the middle here. Or if we want to, this might actually be a bit better. We can have a little section here. Yes, we can have a little section here where you can go and grab whatever you need, really. I think that's a fantastic idea. Okay, rotate it. Nice. I think that's really good. Okay, and it's okay, we can have, it's okay to have a few of one thing, I think. There we go. Nice. Okay. We can move this. So we take that, rotate, move it. There we go. I think that looks quite good. Let's move it a little bit more inwards. Like so. Nice. Have that in the corner. Just rotate that a little bit. Like that. Alright. This is looking fantastic if you ask me. There we go. And some some hair. Okay, right. I think that looks fantastic. Now let's just add some lights. There we go. And I'll add a small light in there. Light there and a light there. And then we'll just add lights next to the pillars on both sides. I think so. I think that's a cool little idea. Like this. There we go. And maybe one in the middle. Alright, let's see what this looks like at night. I think it's gonna look beautiful. Let's see. All the lights should come on now. There we go. I mean, look at that. Look at that. Let's just add some lights here for your path. Good stuff. Nice. Boom. Look at that. Alright, let's move it so it's inwards, like so. There we go. This is looking so good. So good. Look at all the lights there. That's amazing. That's really amazing. Okay, wow. That looks fantastic. Alright, let's do... Maybe we can fit one more house here. I think one more house. Oops. I don't know why that was so small. But anyway. Okay, right, so we've got our little house here. Okay, now with this, I want to make it a little bit round. Like a little bit round, like such. Okay, we're going to change the color. Remember, like a red color. Very, very, very important. Very important. Okay. Right, and then I also want to add like a background. So this is for the last house. Alright, I'm actually if we do that, we can make a nice little path. So I think that's quite cute. We'll make this quite big. Bring the path here. Nice. Okay, there's the path. I like that a lot. There we go. Okay, and then to fit with the theme, what I'm going to do is I'm also just, if we take the grass, we're just going to, whoopsie. Did I click? No, I clicked the wrong thing. Just going to erase the paths. then you go into this background like this. And I think this is how you get in. Okay. Or maybe there's two ways. There's two ways that you can get in here. Nice. You can do that way. Or you can spin this down a bit. Ah, oops. Let's bring this down a little bit. There you go. Bring it down a little bit like so. Nice. And then there's also, you can come through the front door like this. So let's move this rock out the way. Okay, and we can still add the path as well, which is very cool. There you go. Nice. Alright, now this also needs to keep in with the theme. So I'm also going to erase like so. Nice. Okay, I'm happy with that. So this. Okay. I think what else I might do is I think I might get rid of most of this. Oops. Yes, I think I might get rid of most of this. Oops. And just make it so that it's about halfway, I would say. So go back here, attach it, and go like that. There we go. Okay. Nice. Let's move this rock out the way. Okay, I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. Now we can start adding some. You know what would also be quite cool? If we added a little. What if we added like a little balcony? Because we don't have one. We haven't had a balcony, so I think that would be fantastic. Yeah, we'll have a door there. Yes. Okay, I love that. Nice. Okay. Then move that across like so. There we go. Okay, now I'm gonna keep it in style. Okay, we can't add anything there. We're just gonna have to change the color, and we're gonna just make it so that there we go, like that. Fantastic. Okay, what color is this? Okay, so we're happy with that. We're gonna keep it. We'll keep it like a red color. Okay. See, it can go with pink, but okay. Do you know what? I'm actually not gonna change the color. I'm just gonna keep it. It's just gonna just go with everything else. Okay. There we go. Okay, so you have a little balcony there. And you have 2 little windows. Nice. Okay. Then we can add 2 windows there so we can see out. We can add 1, 2, 3. 3 windows there. Okay, nice. I also want this. Okay, that one can have that. And I want this to have. Oops. There we go. here we have our door. Right. Okay, so we're keeping in the beam. Keeping in the beam of 3s. There we go. Nice. Okay, and then we can do one more, which would be how many times? Oh, okay, there we go. And here we can maybe add 3 little windows, like so. And maybe 2 little windows down there. There we go. Fantastic. Now, I want to carry on with this. Okay. Nice, 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 nice. And we can add some trees. Very good. And then we can add some beautiful plants, like so. Whoops. It's a little bit too large. Well, that's actually how big it goes. Okay, I think that's cool. Okay, now let's add the lights. One there, one there, and one there. 1, 2. Sometimes I wish I could like live in these houses that I make. I really do wish I could live in some of these houses. They are so cute. Right, there we go. Another one. Oops. Oopsie. Gonna rotate. Nice. Put a little one there and one there. We just want some really, really good lighting. That is the main thing. That's the main thing. Okay, right. Let's see what it looks like at night, shall we? Oh, there we go. Okay, so we do need a light out here. I could put that there, yes. I think that gives sufficient amount of light. And then with this wall, I'm also going to add some lighting in the background as well, like so. There we go. Oh, that looks amazing. That looks so good. Look at that. Okay, then we need some lighting here and here as well. So, oops. No, we don't need that. Okay, so we're going to rotate that. And then we're also going to rotate this as well. I think this is really well lit. I think also what we can do is just add lights in the background. I think that would be one of the better ideas. Just to add lights on the walls. You know? There we go. It's a bit higher. Nice. Okay, we also need fantastic and another one. There we go. I think that looks great. And then we can just have 2 over there as well. Okay, let's continue. There we go. Nice. One, 2. One, think this looks amazing. Look at our little place. That's awesome. Okay, now we just need to, we're getting to the end parts here. Now we need to create a path. Now we need to create a path here. Okay, it's going to be from here to here. Bring it down a bit. There we go. We're going to make it nice and large. There we go. Okay, we're going to move it like so. I want to make it so that it is a bit curvy. Nice. There we go. I like that a lot. I'll just add some, next thing I want to add some lilies. So beautiful. Okay, and then I need to add some lights, very important. Okay. This needs to, okay, it's fine. That's fine. Okay, right, so that's how it looks. You walk in, you're greeted, you have your house on the left, which you can go to. You have this house. I love that so much. Then you have this little house where you can go and sit on the top as well, and has a little garden. So well lit. Oh my goodness. I'm very impressed with my lighting skills. Very cute. That little house there. And then this little rondava place. And you have your little place where you can get some snacks and stuff. And then this house over here. I think this looks amazing. I'm super, super, super happy with this. I am going to, I don't really want all of this here. Yeah, I don't really want that there. Because, yes, I just don't want, I don't want that there, I don't want that there, I don't want that there. I don't want that either. Oh, whoops. I just don't want that. There we go. Nice. Whoops. Okay, that one seems fine. We got a little seat we can sit outside, which is very cool. I like that a lot. I don't want that. There's a little pumpkin. We can have that. That's fine. And then this one's okay. Yes. Perfect. Look at that. Look how beautiful this looks. I would so live here. I would love to live here. And then, oh, and then also this area here as well. And then the last touches is maybe to just add some trees for some privacy, you know? Nothing wrong with a bit of privacy. There we go. This person doesn't have much privacy, but there we go. I think the trees are too much. I think the trees are too much. I'm actually just going to remove all the trees. Yeah. Oh, okay. Sorry, I messed up there. Oops. Okay, I did mess up there a little bit. Okay, now we got to go around again. Just delete what we don't need. There we go. That one's fine. That one's also fine. Got a little chair there. We don't need that. Nice. Pumpkin. Okay. Right. So I think that is that for this episode. Okay, let's go back to normal. Look at that. Beautiful. Alright, so that is all for our video today. And I hope you really enjoyed it as much as I did. And if you haven't already, please do hit that subscribe button and a like if you enjoyed it. And we'll see you in